Leader of the Opposition, Ralph O'Neill, scolded 3rd District Representative Julian Fraser in the House of Assembly for not attending meetings of the Public Accounts Committee. Mr. O'Neill is the chairman of the Public Accounts Committee, which is made up of 5 members, 3 of whom are opposition members. The opposition leader was speaking on November 19th sitting of the House of Assembly on the motion to appoint opposition member Andrew Foy to replace Julian Fraser, who had resigned from the Public Accounts Committee on November 5th.
The member for the 3rd District was nominated as a member of the Public Accounts Committee, and as far as the chairman, myself, no. He has not attended any meeting unless there was a meeting and I wasn't there and he was there. But, Madam Speaker, the member for the 3rd District was in the leader of the opposition office, and he said that Mr. Foy should be on the Public Accounts Committee. But according to the rules, the opposition could only have 3 members. And as I told him, well, if he wants Mr. Foy to be on the committee, he wouldn't be there.
Fraser, in explaining his reasons for resigning from the Public Accounts Committee, spoke to his efforts to seek transparency on several projects and initiatives being embarked on by the government. He said when the Auditor General's report on the Cruise Pier Park project was released to the Public Accounts Committee, he opted to remove himself.
I've been out front on the issue of the Cruise Pier development project and the need for openness and transparency to be the order of the day as far as the government is concerned. And I have always looked at the opposition as being the body to hold the government accountable. And I take my responsibility in that regard seriously. Madam Speaker, I found myself basically so far out on that issue of seeking transparency and speaking out on the project, about the project, both in the public domain, whether it is a public meeting, on the street, and in this House indeed, Madam Speaker, where it is no secret that I have brought questions to the House, and there were times when they were denied access to the other paper. There were times when they did make it to the other paper that ministers did not answer the questions, and I had never one day ceased to let up on the matter. It is my view, Madam Speaker, that since the time of the last sitting in this House, I think it was October 7th, the document prepared by the Auditor General on the Cruise Pier, Tortola Port Pier Development, or PPP, got the name, had been released to the Public Accounts Committee, of which I'm a member. It is my view, Madam Speaker, that had I continued as a member of the Public Accounts Committee, something had to give as far as my advocacy on the streets regarding the project, which I do not intend to give up.
However, the leader of the opposition, Virgin Islands Party, painted a different picture, which he says stems from a statement made by Fraser just over a year ago. Mr. O'Neill says the Public Accounts Committee is not to be used for spite.
I want to make it clear and plain that The Public Accounts Committee is not a committee of spite or trying to get at people, put people in trouble or what. If there is a problem, there is a process. The Public Account Committee did not ask the Auditor General to do a check, a search in any matter. But I understood that this report was made. But a Public Account Committee did get copies of the report. But it is being examined now.
The motion to appoint Andrew Foy to the Public Accounts Committee was moved by Premier Dr. Orlando Smith. The Public Accounts Committee now comprises Leader of the Opposition and Chairman Ralph O'Neill, Opposition members Alvin Christopher and Andrew Foy, and members of the government Alvar Maduro Keynes and Marlon Penn. The Auditor General serves as advisor to the committee. The primary functions of the Public Accounts Committee are to consider the accounts of the government in conjunction with the auditor's report, to consider any special report submitted by the Auditor General, to report to the House of Assembly in the case of any excess or unauthorized expenditure of funds, any shortfall of revenue, any case of apparent extravagance or waste of public funds, and to propose any measures it considers necessary to ensure that public funds are properly brought to account and are economically spent.